Hi, this is Cheryl at Sea Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with the daily, that was in position, but I guess not, my daily Thoth reading and just a daily read. So here we go. I've got to make this quick. I have things to do and places to go. The Acturian card that came up this time, surrender. Surrender. There's lots of heavy forces going on out there. Surrender to the feeling. To the feeling. Don't judge the feeling. Just examine the feeling. The insight card. The Ganesh card I got is insight. Use your insight and your intuition. Okay, to evaluate what's going on. Everybody's getting triggered. It's pretty heavy duty. I would have been very triggered during this Cancer moon eclipse. Going all the way back. You know, this is your mama back to the source that we've been dealing with. Insight. And the goddess card that came up was Kuan Yin. Born of a Buddhist tear. She is the goddess of compassion for all. So most important to remember to love ourselves. By loving ourselves and becoming whole and sovereign, we plug in our Merkabahs and high we go. Okay, so yesterday, oh my gosh, it was awful. I had gloom and despair, and the Knight of Cups was the last thing, and the motto that Crowley gave him was, his name was written water. And that's how substantial he is. But today, we started out with, again, the Queen of Swords. I thought it said Thrones. I don't even have TV, and I listen to these people talk about Game of Thrones, okay. Well, she's got the sword, and she's got the mask. Removing the mask of society, like maybe that's the mask of the Hierophant, who has been leading us astray. You know, where did we give away our power? Where did we put on those masks? Who have we been feeding on, and who's been feeding on us energetically, say? This lady here, she can help break loose to the truth of the ideas, past the ego. You could also call that taking off your ego so you can stand and observe and step back and be aware of who you are. Okay? I'm much more excited about this card than I am the guy who was written water. This is 20 degrees Scorpio, which is a very powerful woman, to 20 degrees Libra, which is justice. So some deep justice, some deep inner psyche justice. Monarch, swift, just, accurate, gracious, intellectual. So, the next card I got was Ace of Wands, of which Frida Harris is made here into a tree of life. Princess throne. The princess is the throne for this phallic ace. It's fire and it's inception. And that's what we are. It's light, it's spark, electricity, it's fire. Solar phallic outburst. I think this was Kether. I'm not sure. Write me on the bottom and say. Tree of Life and pick all cards. This Ace of Wands includes all the cards in the Minor Arcana. Live in this card. And if I'm studying around, it's because I am doing these lessons on Thoth because I am learning it. And the only way they say to learn it is to teach it. So here I am. So it's a whole new paradigm to be opened. Okay, our whole new being to a higher octave of love. Are we ready to do this? Well, and in comes fire of fire, soul fire, soul source being, our sun, that spark of light within us. Here comes fire of fire. Now this is 20 degrees Scorpio to 20 degrees Sag. So let's sit on the other side of Scorpio. He's made it through the goddess Scorpio, I want to tell you. So this guy does have something to charge far and apart. Again, he's not there for a long time, just a good time, right? Fire of fire. One-shot success to change your trajectory. So you will have an experience. All potential exists there. But you don't have a lot of time to screw around on deciding your decision. Because if you make a funky decision, the Knight of Wands, he's still off going. You missed the boat. Okay? Super exciting. And the whole way that you make sure you get this boat, in my opinion, is by the Queen of Swords. To know your inner being. Know where you gave away your power. Know where to put your energy now. Step back and stalk yourself. Watch yourself in these behaviors. These behaviors that make you so crazy. Do some deep breathing. Change your diet. I mean, there's a myriad of things. You hear them in every single channel. I'm not saying anything different. But I love this woman, how she just has the head and the hands. Almost reminds me of when I was real into Druidism, you know. They'd bring home the whole head. So, I'm much more enthused today because I am the Sword of Truth. This is the lady I will be. And I will be grateful for every moment, because nothing raises frequency like grateful. For this ace, for a whole new trip that I'm taking around of the minor arcana. And I'm going to pay attention, observe, and act, not react. So I make full use of this Knight of Wands. Act, don't react. Sit back, observe, allow with grace and ease. And it's been a bitch. I haven't been able to hardly do it at all. But I know that when I do it, how I feel. And that is why I'm on here making this video, because it's part of my retirement that my guides say I have to do. Once again, the Arcturian card is surrender. Allow, surrender. It's hard. It's hard with the ego. The ego wants to run the show. Ego's not in charge. I sit back and watch the ego, however you want to deal with that. It's your insight. You know what works for you. It's your insight and your instinct. And know that you are blessed, because Kuan Yin, goddess of compassion, born of Buddha's tear. It's a ladies' reading today, isn't it? It's a ladies' reading. We're turning on. We're going to use that phallic energy that we have within us to balance. We're going to use our compassion, our insight, and say surrender. Surrender to who we are and become the Ace of Swords. Fair, balanced judgment. Queenly. No, love is the answer. Unconditional love. Just become sovereign within yourself before you can be with anybody else. So they say. I don't know, I'm still being sovereign with myself, and I'm still not with anybody else. So love and light. Blessings to you all. If you sat through this, greatly appreciate it. I'm off to do mundane things. I've already spent the morning dealing with insurance companies and And that's when I really had to do some deep breathing and sit down and decide to come do this. May the goddess bless. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.